What the f is happening with Bitcoin, bratans? We see daily resistance line. You see here we're fighting, but at the same time, and this is what is very weird, but I will explain you in a second, the SP500 saw a massive dump yesterday and we broke here our massive support line. And the crazy thing, the even more crazy thing is we saw this dump of the SP500 despite the fact that the earnings yesterday of Microsoft, Google came even better than expected. Because yesterday I showed you here in our Telegram group, let us quickly switch here, on the 25th, Microsoft and Google earnings, and the negative growth expected, but how the growth actually looked like. To Microsoft report Q3 revenues of 52.9 billion, above estimate 51 billion. So this is amazing. But why we saw this dump, and now I explain you also. Here you see the article. Europe set to open lower despite Microsoft and Google beating forecast. Concerns over the economic outlook weighed on the European markets yesterday, with broad weakness in basic resources and the energy sector, which is being caused by weakness in iron ore and copper prices after Chinese authorities warned over high prices. So this is actually actually this is the reason why the S&P 500 dumped. So we saw this amazing numbers which get presented, which were much more positive than expected, and usually what we expect is to see pump in the S&P 500, but because of the energy price and because of the China's forecast, the economy is pricing in a potential massive recession, and this was the reason for the massive drop in the S&P 500, Dow Jones, and so on and so on. So let us speak. But the crazy thing, wait a minute, the crazy thing is what we're expecting, if S&P 500 dumps Bitcoin also, usually, because S&P 500 is the leading indicator for Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Bitcoin is the leading indicator for Ethereum, because if Bitcoin dump, Ethereum dump, and so on and so on. So right now, let us have a look on, wait a minute, did I have here another article here for you? No, that's it. Let us here quickly watch what is today. Save the date, please. 26th April is today, and today we will have Facebook, and on the 28th April we will have Amazon, and on the 27th April we will have the GDP. The expectation is 1.8% up. If this comes negative, the GDP, this will drop. We will see massive drop in the market. So watch out. Obviously, if Facebook and Amazon will really have a crazy, reveal crazy positive numbers, this could bring our S&P 500 up. However, bratan, the crazy thing is we broke right now technically this massive support line of the S&P 500. I'm coming in a second back to Bitcoin. So technically speaking, if we are watching also the futures right now at 4,113 because the stock market not open. If we are watching, then we are retesting right now here this daily resistance line, which turned into resistance line, right? Maybe I make it even red so we see it even better. So right now we are retesting in the futures this resistance line, and right now it's clearly, as we closed here this massive daily candle, it speaks for it that we are right now retesting this line and then see massive drop here to our white line. This white line is a massive support line, a 2-3 year support line here. If I zoom out, a 2-3 year support line. So support. Since 2020 it was resistance, and then right now it will turn to support. So what right now, as I told you, only the number of Facebook and Amazon, which should be crazy positive, could bring us to the upside here. Watch out for it, and watch out for the GDP, which will be presented 27 April. And why I'm analyzing here S&P 500, not Bitcoin, because S&P 500 is the leading indicator. Because obviously, if we are today retesting here this resistance line and see massive drop down, what we will see in Bitcoin, then it's very clear. Then this, what we see here on Bitcoin, is only a fake out to the upside. So then we are getting here rejected on this daily and see massive drops. So what we can do here, in my opinion, we can either, we are waiting here in case we are breaking here this line to the upside, the daily, then it's clear for us that if we are closing a daily above the daily resistance line, then it's clear we are going up to see Bitcoin to 30k again, and we can long Bitcoin 6%. If we see here negative numbers which coming in today from Facebook, if we see a negative tomorrow, negative GDP, or GDP even lower than expect, lower than 1.8%, then we can be sure that we are getting here rejected and we can start to short Bitcoin, right? Where we can short Bitcoin, obviously we can short then Bitcoin here to our first monthly support line, which turns right now into support line, 2.8% short opportunity. In case we are breaking the monthly support line, we can short down here to our weekly support line at 25,250. I will take profits before 25,500, so still 10% short opportunity. So watch out. You see, it's wait a minute, I can be away. It's play together of news of the SP 500 of the our traditional stock market. You have everything to consider in order to make the right decisions, and this way you have to do your own research, bratans. You can join this Telegram group absolutely for free, bratans. Here we have all the dates, and we are showing also you some altcoin cycles, how you can do it. It's very easy here. Make registration. I speak about Ethereum also in a sec. Make registration on Bybit through my link, deposit $500 on your Bybit account, and you get a free access to my Discord and Telegram channel. On Discord channel you have a free crypto trading course, and you can claim through this link, you can claim a free $100 long position if you want. Check it out, bratans. Let us here quickly speak right now about Ethereum. So if we are going right now to Ethereum is right now also pumping above our monthly resistance line, which is quite bullish, right? So if Bitcoin breaking above the daily support line, we will see Ethereum spiking to 1,922. As I told you, because Bitcoin is the leading indicator for Ethereum, like S&P 500 is the leading indicator for Bitcoin, right? So we see if Bitcoin breaking with daily support line, we will see Ethereum spiking up to 1,922 to our daily resistance line, 3.1% long opportunity. And obviously, if Bitcoin further spiking out, we can expect here Ethereum to our previous high, 2,120, so 13% long opportunity. If Bitcoin getting rejected, we're expecting here Ethereum to drop to 1,758, 6.2% short opportunity. In the big picture, if we're zooming out, in the big picture, the really big picture, if you're watching on the weekly, we are still very, very bullish, right? It's still bullish. We are still creating here higher lows like you see here, and we are creating here clearly higher highs, right? So it still looks very bullish. We are still in an uptrend, even if we see here dropping down to 25 or even to 23, 20, not 20, but even if we're going at 20k, it would be still bullish. We would still create a higher low. So just watch out for it. In my opinion, the relief rally is not over yet. And in my opinion, even if we are going to what is this? Even if we are going to see Bitcoin here dropping down to even to 20k, I think the possibility that we see Bitcoin at 30k or even here 35k at our massive 3 years resistance line is still possible and still very probable. However, we can make profits on the dump of the market and on the long on if we are longing the market or if you're shorting the market. However, always do your own research. If you have any questions, write me down below in the comments or in the Telegram group. I kiss you and see you later.